Welcome on back, everybody, to another episode of Comic Conquest. Wow, we're back.
We're
Classic
back.
format, the boxes.
Classic. Yeah.
We're talking about The
The
Boys.
boys.
Season 4 just ended today. Classic format. Let's talk about some of our favorite moments from Season 4.
Yes.
I'll pass it to you, August.
All right. I just gotta say, season standout was the peak, and by the peak I mean the deep. That's his new name, the peak. Every scene he was in was honestly just so good, so good,
Bro!
bro.
Yeah, he has become so unhinged, and with the death of his partner, you could see him in the finale. Just something is off the rockers now for him. But at least he has his bro, Black Noir, who is a very interesting change this season.
Yeah, new guy.
My favorite moment
in the suit.
Yeah, the guy in the suit. We got to see him fly, which was cool. One of my favorite moments, of course, has to be. Well, there's a lot of great stuff that I love this season. They made me really love A-Train, which they've been building that for a little bit with last season and his brother, but they took it to a whole different level this season. And every episode, I was like, A-Train's dead.
Oh,
I mean, we would talk about it every week. Like the next episode, this guy's gone. Like there's no way he survives this.
Anxiety riddled each week. Like, is this man dead? Is he dead the next episode? Is this is it? He's dying right now. He's fine. He got out so far.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about this show, right? Is they keep you on your toes. Another interesting death, August, that I was not expecting at all. Even though they talk about it all season, I thought for sure she's going to the next season. Newman.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck happened with Newman?
That was great. That gets into a bigger like what's going on, which is with Butcher. But oh my gosh, she was killing it. Her actress was doing a great job and like kind of selling that like trying to do good for herself and for her daughter, and you kind of see why she's doing all these terrible things with Homelander, who is another standout from the show. Oh, just that was messed up, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of standout performances, August said, and Homelander's a great one to touch on because you think it can't get any worse for Homelander. You're like, this guy can't get any freakier or any more unhinged. And Anthony Starr takes it to the next level every time. You're like, the shit is so fucked up. I'm like, you can't eat anything while watching the show. It should be a rule of thumb for anybody.
No.
But the smart man I am, was like, I'll just eat dinner while watching the episode 7. And that scene where he interrogates Web Weaver, I literally had a deep fried pizza pocket, and I was taking a bite, and he rips him in half, and I was just like, never mind, I'm good.
Yeah, I learned that lesson with Gen V first episode. Like, I forgot what happened, but I was like trying to eat lunch, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna find a different show for lunch. Actually,
yeah.
I can't do this. Did not try it again. But yeah, Anthony Starr, he's killing it. Literally, anytime he was on screen, I was like, anybody could die. Like Butcher or Huey could be on screen. Like there was one moment where Huey was like spying in on Homelander by accident. And I was like, I literally, like, I could see him die right now. Like, this could happen at this moment.
One of the funniest lines in the whole show to me is when his sweat hits his shoulder, he goes, "It's fucking Huey Campbell, man."
Fucking Campbell, I can smell him.
This stuff is, this show has become, I mean, it's just such another level with the writing. We could talk about Butcher. That twist they kind of played into, like, kind of knew something was off, which was interesting.
Yeah, that was really interesting. Was like, the more it went on, the like more suspicious it was, and I didn't pick up on it. I don't think I was really like expecting it, although I should have been with like Becca and all that stuff. But like, this show really does reward you for kind of looking around and not just focusing on like what is exactly in front of you. And I saw someone, like, I feel like the week before like the reveal happened, was like, did you notice in The Boys? And I was like, you got to be kidding me. This is an effective one of these? Oh, you And then they were right. And I was like, well, Butcher, though, like, phenomenal. The way he plays it off, you can really tell that he's so torn between two sides of himself. And Carl Urban perfectly plays that, like, torn soul.
Such great, acting. I'll give one more highlight before we get to the review, which will kind of roll over to the review. But one of my favorite episodes this season was episode 5, Huey's dad, Huey Senior.
Oh my God.
Phenomenal acting in that episode too. Just like a real tearjerker, and that is probably my favorite episode from the season. And we'll go into our review. August, what are you giving this on the ever classic scale?
The scale, the poor scale has been it's
a lot of dust on that scale.
Buried. We actually lost it. It's somewhere in the storage unit. I have no idea where it is. This season, although it received a lot of criticism for a lot of reasons, and some people realized that the subtle imagery was not so subtle, and some people are like, "Wait, what?
Some
this is
people were upset
about
about
that?
the imagery.
This is about this?" It's like, yeah, man. It's always
it's always been.
Sorry for the ramble, but like I'd say this season no lower than an 8.5. There's some higher points, there's some lower points, and I'd be comfortable with right there. I don't think this is the like greatest.
It's not the pinnacle.
No, it's not the pinnacle of The Boys. I think some of the earlier seasons just had like a super clear vision where they were like, this is what we're trying to do.
But I'll agree with August. I'm at an 8.5. I was around that range. My favorite season's probably season 3, but I'm kind of weighed because I love one particular character that poked his head at the very end of the show. But we'll get into that was our review, August. And if you've never seen one of these videos, it's a burp. So we're going to the prediction. Do you have any major predictions, August? Of course, we saw all of our characters split up, taken away. Kamiko's talking now.
That was crazy. What a great payoff. Happening. Real quick, what a great payoff for Kimiko. Talking at the very end, like just screaming.
Well, it's kind of sad.
It's like it's sad, but it's a great payoff that what she's found a reason to speak, which is her love for Frenchie. I'm very interested to see what they do with Gen V. We got a little bits and pieces here. We saw 2 recurring characters from Gen V, the Godolkin Guardians. They showed up, Sam and I'm forgetting her name. Kate. Yes. Kate. I'm super curious if they're gonna have more to do, and the other characters that we didn't see in this season. I'm curious if that's where they're going to take some of the characters that we know, since the last time we left off is we saw Marie and all of them in a doorless room. So they've been captured. They're somewhere top secret. I don't know. I feel like that's going to play into some future story elements here.
Definitely on the table for sure.
Yeah.
They do everything with purpose, even if it's Tech Knight and he's doing special things to special objects. But I for sure agree. It's hard not to get into like what this show's kind of ultimate wrap-up is, but I can't imagine many characters survive August. MM's a character that I loved so much, but that man, I just can't see him surviving as much as I want him to be with Janine and his daughter. My main big prediction, August, for the end of the finale of the show is probably, I'd imagine this is how it goes, right? Butcher is going to be on it for Homelander. I think Ryan's going to reunite with Homelander in some way and ask if all this stuff he got told was true. Mm-hmm. And Butcher's going to catch up to them, and Butcher's going to accidentally kill Ryan.
Interesting.
And then Ryan, since I think Butcher will come out of this and realize he can't be doing this no more, like he messed up, and that Kessler will go away and Butcher will be kind of dying because he has cancer. Yeah. And then at that moment, Soldier Boy, who we got to see at the end of the season, will, because there's no way Soldier Boy sides with Homelander. There's just no chance. Homelander has, as Soldier Boy would probably put it, a communist hold on the country. He doesn't fuck with Tommy. So I imagine at this moment, Homelander is going to have a fight to the death with Soldier Boy. Homelander wins, and he kills Soldier Boy. But Homelander is going to be so like drained and weak that Butcher's going to have his chance to finish the job, even though he's dying. And they'll both die. That's what I think.
I agree. I definitely think that there is in some capacity going to be a lot of father-son fighting from both sides. I definitely think there's no way that unless Jensen Ackles is quite literally unavailable, that he's not showing up again for like one more little bout with Homelander, and whether or not he does some damage is yet to be seen. I also think that there's another path that they could go where Ryan has to kill both of his fathers, basically, because it kind of
That would
seems
be
like
dark.
yeah, and I wouldn't put that past the boys. It kind of seems like Butcher's pretty much lost his mind. Like Kessler is, I guess, in control, and because it looked like Billy basically gave up his free will.
I don't know if you picked this up too. He went full Venom in the last episode, where he never said I. He was like we. He was like we
Yeah.
needed help. Like I was like, this guy's like,
Yeah, we don't make deals, stuff like that. So I don't think Billy's there. I think he'll probably hurt Ryan in some capacity, and then he'll have a moment and he'll just be like, Ryan, me boy, you gotta shoot me head off or something like I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be some darkness where it's either Billy kills Ryan or Ryan has to kill Billy, because I don't know. I just feel like that's what's gonna happen there, and I'm gonna guarantee you right now, the ending shot of the boys is gonna be Huey at that steakhouse, if Huey survives.
yeah. So if any character does survive, I think it's gonna be the one guy that goes, we need to be human the whole time.
Yeah.
And I probably
What a
Huey,
great
even
speech
though
from Huey, by the way.
he's been through some stuff this season.
Oh my gosh,
some
I
major
feel like
trauma.
they hated him for
Yeah.
no reason. They're like, actually, Huey, we hate you. We're
He
gonna
got
do
a
the
lot
worst.
of. He got dragged through the trenches, as one could say. I don't know. I'd be interested to see what they do with Starlight. That character has been on a weird journey that I can't really like predict fully. Ashley got her powers.
I'm
at the end of the
super
show.
curious what Ashley's powers are.
Yep.
I
Regrow
was
her
half
hair,
expecting
maybe. Who
it not
knows?
to just work for her. Like it would just kill her. I don't know. Just irony.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna do something terrible. Like she's gonna be horrific.
I definitely thought she was gonna have some freaky ass powers, man, with how freaky she is.
She's gonna have something. Do you think A Train's coming back? You think we're gonna get like an epic fight where he
I think
sacrifices
A-Train comes
himself?
and helps at the end. I think he's gonna see that he needs to help and be a hero again for one last time. I think, and as I said at the very beginning of the predictions, I don't think anyone's off the table for dying.
No.
I think possibly we might see 90% of the characters.
Yeah, I feel like most of the boys probably will die. I feel like it's if it's not it's gonna be Frenchie in some terrible handle. I don't know. I just feel like next season we're gonna be losing a lot of good people.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what's gonna happen with all these soups too, like Black Noir, who is becoming the real Black Noir now. Like he's really playing the role. If you know what we're saying. So we'll see what happens with that. Sage too, like that twist at the end where she was playing them the whole time. Apparently, that tripped me up a lot because I was like, did Homelander read the book? I was like, I wonder if it said this in the book.
I doubt that it did. It's kind of, I always find it interesting when they like have things that look like they go so off the rails, and then like the genius character comes in and is like, "This is all part of my plan." I was like, "How?
I don't know
how do you do that,
really.
man? You can't just you have to."
I mean, I guess she has a V'd out brain that regrows, but
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
wild. It was like a little much. Where I was like, yeah, you guessed that. But okay, whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm super interested to see this next season and how that all goes. Because I mean, at this point, Homelander has control.
2026.
All right, guys, this season was great. Leave a comment down below telling us what you thought. Shut up, Cole. We'll see you next time on Comic Conquest. Bye.